Hi everyone! Today we're back on the Xbox with a proper maintenance business. Leaving for work this morning just before 7 a.m. because we have a pretty big job and I'm super excited for it. We've been hired by a developer here in town to clean up an overgrown mobile home property. He bought it, he's gonna get it fixed up, and he's gonna rent it out here. Now there's a few fallen trees and their grass is almost 2 feet tall with bushes and things like that grown. So we have our hands full today and it's gonna be a lot of fun. All the mods featured in today's video can be found on all platforms, and we are in Griffin, Indiana. And like always guys, if you end up enjoying today's video, help me out by hitting the like button. Jobs like these are always a lot of fun here. Now we do need to grab a few things here at the shop. So what we need guys is we're going to be bringing the dump truck. That way we could put any brush and things like that in. So we'll take the bumper pole trailer. Now I do want to bring the skid steer. And we do need a few attachments here for it. We need the brush cutter and the grapple. Where's the grapple? Oh, it's already on the skid steer. Awesome. Let's get these things loaded up and we'll get on over there and get to work. Alright, we're all ready to go here. Now I did actually have to get the skid steer backed on. For weight distribution, we needed the weight over the axles. Otherwise, it wouldn't be safe to own it here. But a job like this, guys, is always a lot of fun here. Now I did give this quote a week or two ago here. So hopefully the grass didn't grow any taller. If not, it's going to be even more of a challenge here. But I'm just excited to be back here on the Xbox. I've been wanting to do more and more Xbox videos. These are a lot of fun. You guys are really enjoying them, which is great to see. Alright guys, we're just getting here over to the property, and I did get a text message from the developer here. There's a few more things he wants us to do, which is no problem. Let's do a quick job walk around here. So like I mentioned, there's a few trees that have fallen and we really need to get those cleaned up before we could really get to brush clearance. So you guys can see there's one big tree falling there. Just look at how tall the grass and these bushes are. And there's another tree over here that looks to be one more tree, he said. Oh, it's this one that's grown up close here to the mobile home here. So we have to get that cleared out. And then the other thing he asked us to do was to take out this little bit of fence. Wow, this is a super old fence here. The wood's cracked, and oh, look at that. We're missing several pieces to it here. So why don't we get going on the fence, and then we'll see if we could get some of these trees cleaned up here. Just enough to really get mowing. Alright, let's see if we can pick these up right out of the ground with the grapple here. Oh, look at that. So we got the first one pulled out. Yeah, these are very loosely in here. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe piling up of the snow. Things like that broke some of the other ones. But yeah, these are just coming right out here with the grapple. Just able to really kind of get these, which is great to see. One more post here. Oh, that just fell over. Perfect. Wow. A little bit easier than I was thinking here. I always like doing these miscellaneous projects, ones that you don't really do every day, like taking out a fence here. So we've a few more posts. Alright, we got the fence all cleaned up here. Let's just put those pieces in here. Now this could go to the same area where we're going to be hauling the trees and the tree branches. So we should be all set there. Don't have to worry. Have to kind of separate those. And there was one tree that we saw here. We'll leave the big one for last of these trees because that is going to be a little bit more work here. Let's pick this one up. I mean, the grapple, guys, is so awesome. It's like having another thumb on the skid steer here. It's just really handy. And it's a lot more efficient here. So we brought this here. We'll get it cut up into small pieces. We got the Husqvarna chainsaw with us here. Oh yeah, look at that. No problem. And we could just pick these up by hand. Like we talked about, guys, there's one tree over here. This is a pretty small one, so we'll just get this one cut down, and I should be able to kind of pull that little stump tree out, so I don't worry about that here. Let's see if we can get this cut up into small pieces. Perfect. With a property maintenance business, guys, we do so many different things, from tree work to landscaping to lawn care, snow removal, even some construction projects. And I really do like this about the business, a little bit of everything, which is a lot of fun, especially when I get to bring the camera along here. So we got this tree cleaned up here, which is great. It's just going to be that big one here. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But I really wanted to put the loose ones on the ground first. That one that we just dropped, we'll go pick up by hand. That's going to be a little bit easier here, and let's get to cleaning up this big one. I'm going to have to talk with the developer, see if he wants us to get that stump cleaned up here, because if he does, I'm going to have to come back here with a mini excavator that is pretty big. Otherwise, I will just come back and do a nice low cut to the ground with a chainsaw. I think that's probably going to be the only other way for us to really get that cut here, but we'll cut these up into small pieces here. Some of these branches we could pick up by hand, but the big pieces of this tree we're just gonna have to do here with a skid steer. Good thing I brought this along, otherwise we'll have to cut this up in small, probably half a foot pieces, and that would take a lot of extra time. This, guys, is the biggest piece of the tree, so I guess if we could lift this up into the truck, we'll have no problem on the other ones. Perfect. Wow, that is super heavy here. That is good, so I actually don't think we need this for a little bit now here. I think we could just pick up some of these branches by hand. It would actually be a little bit faster here for us. We'll just pick them up and we'll just put them right here in the dump truck here. Now, this dump truck we use for so many things, from hauling gravel to, as you guys can see, putting tree branches in it, which is awesome. I really do like having very handy trucks like that here, but let's see if we take some of those branches off. That way it could fit even easier here. But I'll get this last little bit cleaned up, and then we'll get on to mowing. Just have to take the hydraulic lines off here, get attached here, and put the new ones on. Perfect. And mowing this, guys, is gonna create a big transformation, which I'm super excited for here. But we'll get this going, get the engine revved up to the max here, because I think we're gonna need as much hydraulic power as we can get mowing this very tall grass here. But we've already made a big difference cleaning up those fallen trees here. I mean, tree cleanup, guys, is a lot of work. The few passes I have already made here is already making a big difference, which is super exciting here. We'll just slowly mow right around this mobile home here. I mean, this one looks like a pretty decent one, and he told me he was going to do a new paint job on it here, new flooring, a lot of work to it, and get it up and running to rent it out to someone here, which is great to see. Properties like this get cleaned up here, you guys can see. I mean, the skid steer, look at that, no problem. Just going right through some of these bigger bushes and brush here. That is awesome. Doing this with a small lawnmower, even a zero turn, would just be really way too much wear and tear on a mower like that. And like I mentioned, guys, I'm gonna have to talk to him about the stump here. Have to see what he wants, because that probably right there is almost maybe a $250 to $300 stump removal. I'm trying to go to the property line all the way around here, really get as much as we can here. That way it kind of stops growing in so heavy as well here, because if we don't do it now, it's just going to keep growing in here. And that's one thing the developer asked, was to give him as much area, since he might end up bringing in another mobile home here. I mean, that would be awesome if we get that contract with him to get the site prepped for another one. I think that would be a really neat thing. Well guys, there we have it. We just finished today's project here. Took several hours here, but we did it. We got the trees cleaned up and we got it mowed here. This looks awesome. So we'll see if we could do some more work at this job site here. But until the next one, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe for more.